Hey, what's up? It's your boy, that boy Cartel, and today I'm at the park of Tazlyn. What's up?
Hello.
Yeah. So we're gonna be asking her a few questions, but firstly, I just would like to know how that name come about.
So, so there was a situation where I was looking for a stage name, right? Because a lot of people can't pronounce my real name, because my real name gets
So say it.
right? And a lot of people struggle to pronounce that, even like from primary, they've been struggling. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna Google some names that start with a T.
Yeah.
And then I found Tazlyn, and it kind of meant person with good character, which is something I get a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll go with it. Yeah.
And then when did this journey start? Like the whole music creation?
Definitely 2016. No, I'm lying. What? Not 2016. 2016. Okay, fine. I had an idea of like my admiration for music, but when I realized that I want to do this as a career, it was 2020. When I was 16, right? And that's when Elaine had just started out and started booming, and I was like, wow, so it is actually possible for a female in South Africa to make music and kind of go as big as she did. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it happen. And just like that, I started my journey.
And talking about that, what really inspires your sound? Because you have a very unique sound. Like it's so like distinctive, you know. So what really inspires that, and how would you like define that sound?
So my sound is mostly taken from the early 2000s R&B. Right. So think about Baby Boy, Beyonce era, Ponder Replay, Rihanna era, like basically that time of music. That's where most of my inspiration comes from. And that was a lot of the music I used to consume at a young age. So that's all I know. And it's like, if I wanted to make this decision to be an artist, I wanted to start off, honoring that.
So talking about that, who's like your biggest inspiration from that era?
I will definitely say Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Like, they inspire me in so many different ways. In terms of everything, like performance, like musically as well. Everything.
And fashion wise, because we see you put that.
No. Fashion wise, this is not really the fashion inspo I'm trying to go for. Like, this was just me dressing up as me, but as an artist, I think I would love to dwell into more of the 2000s Vixens type of aesthetic. I think we can see Ira Star now is dressing like that, Tyler now as well, Coco Jones here and there. So I'm trying to be more into that aesthetic, but I don't have the finances right now to get like those clothes. But as time progresses, my aesthetic will show.
So how would you describe your aesthetic?
My aesthetic? It's definitely like the 2000s Vixens, like Aaliyah. That's what I'm trying to lean more into, the Aaliyah's, Destiny's Child, Christina Milan, I think. Their type of aesthetic. I'm really trying to emulate to that, aesthetically speaking,
And just talking about that, you just dropped your first single, right? You Do Too. And it's being received well. How you really feel about that?
No, guys, like, I keep telling people, like, I didn't believe in that song, guys. Like, at some point, I promise you, like, at some point, I was like, nah, I'm throwing it in the trash, you know? But then a lot of my friends and family members, they listen to it, they're like, nah, this is actually good. So then, I went ahead with it and I released it. So when I got like that amount of public acclaim and the good reception of it, it was like, wow.
Because it got charted as well, right?
Yes.
On Spotify.
Yes. So it's like,
and it was like number 2.
No.
Spotify.
I don't know much about the charts. I just see people streaming and I'm like,
okay, I'll show you. But
I'll check it out. I didn't know. But like, it's just knowing that a lot of people out there listen to my music and love my music, that alone is just, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps me going, because there's so much more coming.
Yeah. So what can your fans really like expect from you music wise?
So I know I'm definitely going to be making more of the 2000s R&B pop sounds, because that's just my favorite sound, and I think that defines me best right now. So definitely more of that, more bounce to it as well. Like I know You Do Too was kind of a bit mellow-ish.
Yeah.
So the ones that are coming have a little bit of, bounce to them and everything. So I can't wait for that.
And visuals at least for You Do Too, because it's doing the most.
So a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know this, but I'm still in school, so like it's so hard to juggle like music stuff, performances, interviews, but there are definitely like visuals coming soon. I am working on it, I promise you. So yeah, it's just a matter of that, like trying to balance everything, but there are definitely visuals coming.
So we're gonna switch it up a bit now. Once you look dead into the camera and then talk to the 5-year-older you. So the camera guy's the 5-year-older you, and then that's you.
So hi Tazlyn. I am such a huge fan. I admire you so much. You actually did it, because you were just a small town girl from Mabopani and you're doing amazing. So I look up to you in so many ways, and I love you.
So just we chilling in nature. Yeah. So what are like some of the hobbies you can tell people about Tazlyn?
My hobbies?
Yeah.
I don't know why I always find it difficult to answer this question. Okay. Sometimes I just like consume a lot of music. I study it, and I write things similar to what I've heard or whatever. I just play around with my artistry. That's one of my hobbies, I guess. I barely have time to myself because of school and all these things. But I guess fitness and health, I'm into like gym and whatnot when I do have like the time to. I don't read. I don't want to say I read. I used to.
But do you write poems as well?
No.
Because your music is giving that vibe. Or maybe you got a journal or something.
No, actually, it's just a lot of like lyrics. I just write a lot of lyrics and everything. But I used to write poetry. I'm not gonna lie. I used to. When I was like 16, during COVID. I used to write a lot of poetry.
And You Do Too. What really inspired that song? Because that's a very touchy one.
Not really. It's more so a song that I wrote out of my personal experience of love at first sight. I met my first boyfriend at a party, and it was one of the most unique experiences I've ever had, like with a guy, like one of the most unique encounters even. So I was like, oh man, I want to write about it, a love song type of thing, and I did. And
so this was one night, and then after that you just wrote the song?
No. I wrote it like when we were together, like later. I was trying to find inspiration to write a love song. So I thought of that, because that was one of my favorite, I guess, love stories of how we met. So I thought of that, and I was like, let me write about it. And magic happened, I guess.
And what's your secret talent like?
My secret talent?
Hidden talent.
I know I can cross my eyes, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Is that a talent? I can imitate people.
For real?
Yes.
Okay,
I can't imitate you right now. I can't do that right now. But
imitate someone, anyone.
No, guys. This is not what I came here to do.
My bad.
But like, I hear that a lot. You can't put me on the spot like that. But there's that, and what else? I don't know. I can't dance. I know that.
Yeah.
I can if I put my mind to it.
Yeah.
But like I can't just break dance. Like I can't. Yeah, I think that's it.
And like, what's your everyday song like? You know,
Yo, currently I've been listening to a lot of Cowboy Carter. You know Beyonce's new album. Yeah, I like Levi Jeans and Bodyguard. And, Desert Eagle. Then Ariana Grande. I listened to this song of hers on her new album, Bye. Those are my everyday songs. Yeah.
So like, what really happens when you need inspiration? Because you said what that you do too. It was a special, you know. So what happens? Do you also fictionalize a few things?
So wait, when I'm in need of inspiration of what exactly? Like of writing something?
Yeah, of any song. Yeah.
So my creative process is as follows. Like sometimes so I'm someone who's naturally very shy and, you know, awkward and closed off, right? So when I write, sometimes I kind of think of things I want to be, right? It's more of like an imagination type of thing. So I imagine myself being this girl who's like this and that, and I write about it or whatever. Sometimes I do listen to a bit of Beyonce, a bit of Toni Braxton as well. And I kind of, Jasmine Sullivan, I kind of like try to figure out ways they wrote certain songs and how they told certain stories and whatever. Like it's just a whole lot of things that happen in my creative process. But definitely I dwell into my imagination when I write.
And then currently, how's like your team looking? Is it manager? What's the situation?
So currently I'm doing everything myself. I do have like a friend of mine who is starting to manage me and whatever. He's helping me like listen to work, you know, because it's so hard, guys. Varsity, see, like it's so hard. But like, the friend is starting out now. But that's it. It's just me and him basically. But most of it I handle because I have creative control and like over my work in general.
Or you even got the connects, like the beat makers.
Guys, I don't want to lie. I get my beats off of BeatStars.
Because
a lot
BeatStars is good as well.
It is good. And also it's a matter of there's not a lot of South African producers that are willing to make the sound I want. That's kind of one of the things that delayed my musical journey. Like I've been struggling to find producers.
It's hard to explain to someone.
And it's also hard. Like they never really wanted to learn how to make those type of sounds. So we just left it in the process, and then I found BeatStars, and then
So before you dropped the song you do too, what were your projections looking like? Did you think of it to be this big or?
I wanted it to be a bit bigger. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I actually realized the potential it had, I was like, wow. Like, this song is going to do amazing things.
Because I see on TikTok as well.
Yeah, but it's like, it's slow growth, but it's still growth. So I'm not sleeping on it or anything. I know one day it's probably going to be bigger.
But it's not slow growth, bro. You see in your fans.
Okay, true.
Your fans are crazy, yo.
Okay, it's not as big as I wanted it to be. So it's like, I know it will gradually get to where I wanted it to be at first, but it's like, it's a bit of slow growth.
But how you also feel about that video that guy did where it's like, when I don't get that?
Yo, I love it so much.
Nell
is the guy's name. I met him off of TikTok. Like one day I was sending him this
shout out
promo.
Nell.
Shout out to Nell, actually. So I was sending him like my promo video of the song, and he was like, "I like it. I'm gonna promote it on my page." And he did that, and then afterwards he did that whole video thing, and I was like, "He's actually so cool for that. He's so cool for that."
But how's Tazlynn's career looking in the next 3 years?
It's looking good. I'll just say that. But like, time will tell, and you know, God is amazing. I don't know how big the plans are that God has for me. So I don't want to box myself really. I'll just let time tell. But I know I'm definitely here. I've made it into the industry and I'm gonna stay. That's what I know.
Yeah. So any words to your supporters, you know?
My supporters, guys. Yo, you guys have been with me. I know most of you have been with me through the era of song covers, and I appreciate you guys so much for bearing with me while I was still finding my sound and all. So I want to thank you guys for just being a part of this journey with me, and I really hope to grow with you guys. I know things are not really, at the moment I'm not really as big, but I promise you I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna take you guys to the top with me. And I'm really nervous, guys. I don't know. I'm not friends with the camera like that. Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap it up, right? Any question that you really wanted me to ask that maybe I didn't get into?
No, actually, I feel like I answered most of the things, especially in terms of my journey as an artist and how I started out. You know, the struggles I had with South African producers. I'm glad I touched base on that. And yeah, guys, I just like to say, for anyone who's like a musician out there, have power over your dreams and your goals and what you want. Don't let other people delay you. Don't depend too much on other people. Make things happen. I know at some point I was making excuses like, oh my the producers I'm working with, they don't want to do this and this and that, and I just felt like it was the end of the road. But then I realized, if you really want to make things happen, you can, and I just started doing that now. So it's just a few words of encouragement. You guys, don't depend on other people, do it yourself.
And just talking about that, can you just explain how wild it is to be in the independent brand or artist?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I just started out, I just debuted 3 months ago. So it hasn't really, and it hasn't really been a crazy ride yet.
But you also just did your first show. That was beautiful as well.
Thank you. Pretoria. Pretoria.
442.
Yeah, it was 442. They were there for me. They gave me the spotlights, and I was like, I'm gonna take it. But shout out to them for that. Right now there's just things are just coming slowly but surely, so I'm still dealing with them, so I can't really speak on how it actually feels on being an independent band. But so far there are a couple of struggles, because like I said, it's school and I have to work on new music, but there's so many performances, interviews, I have to travel to Pretoria sometimes. It's just a lot, but I'm handling it well, I think.
So we're gonna close the show, but then before that, it's a little plot twist, right? So you're gonna have to close the show as a presenter in vernacular.
Hey bro, guys. I'm closing it off. In vernacular. What if I told you I don't speak vernacular?
Come on, everyone does it.
No, I'm joking, guys. Kimo Pitori, it was Pitori, so yeah. But I'm gonna close it off.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna close it off because she's shy.
No, I'm not shy. I get shy. It's just that I get to ring.
Nah, just close it off.
No, I'll give you the spotlight.
Okay, it's your boy, Bad Boy Cartel, Tazlyn. We still in the park, but we shut. Now we gotta do that.
Walk past me, I froze, couldn't talk. It's something about your smile and the way you get around. I wanna get to know you away from the crowd.
I stumbled.
I know